everyone, it's Dr. Kristen from Central Veterinary Services. In this current climate, you're probably finding it next to impossible to take your pet somewhere to have their nails trimmed, and so you're left with performing this sometimes daunting task at home. This video is meant to show you the basic steps of a nail trim on a dog and a cat. I'll show you a couple ways that you can restrain your pet and the actual nail trimming itself. There's also a blog post to go along with this that has a lot more information with some photos as well and some tips for dealing with nail trims with difficult pets that will hopefully help lead you to success with nail trims. First things first, we need our nail clippers, and so I've got a set of dog and cat nail clippers here. The dog clippers are your scissor style of nail clipper. These are definitely my preferred type. I'm pretty sure I got these ones from Walmart quite a few years ago and they still work great. And then for the cat ones, they're the same thing, just a lot smaller. So this is what you'll need to get started. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple restraint techniques that you can use for trimming your dog's nails. Sheriff here has graciously volunteered to help me demonstrate for you. So the first way of restraint is simply having your dog standing. So some dogs are a lot more comfortable with this. If I am the person restraining, I just have my arm under his belly to keep him from being able to sit down. That makes it a lot tougher if he's sitting down. And then I just have an arm around his neck here to keep him from wandering off on us. And then I'm just holding him like this, and whoever's doing the nail trim can easily pick up his feet. You kind of pick them up, point the nails upward like that, and give them a trim. And that's how you do the standing hold. The other way to do it is to have your dog lie on their side. Again, some dogs are more comfortable doing the nail trim this way, and a lot of people prefer to have the dog lying down when they're trimming the nails too. So you want to lie down? Alright, so Sheriff is lying down for us. So what I want to do as the restrainer is have one arm kind of just laying lightly over his neck and holding on to the leg that's against the ground. And then same with my other arm, I'm just going to lay it over his hips and hold the leg that's against the ground. I'm really not putting any pressure on him. The only time that I'll really have to hold him down is if he tries to get up. So if I'm holding these legs, he won't be able to get himself up, and I can just apply light pressure against his neck and his hips if he does, just to keep him lying down for the person that's doing the nail trim. So when you're doing the actual nail trim, again, you want to have your dog in a pretty comfortable position. Sheriff is pretty happy like this, so we're going to go ahead. So I'll take my nail clippers, pick up the paw that I want to trim the nail on, and again, I'm just cutting that harder outer surface of the nail. And I like to take little bits off at a time, and I go kind of side to side, going shorter and shorter, rounding the nail out until I get as short as I want to go. So I'll just show you the nails that I just trimmed. So you can see that I've gone pretty close to that fleshier bit of the nail, kind of right against it. So that's where I'm going to stop. Again, most people won't be comfortable going that short, and that is perfectly fine. You just kind of do what you can, even if it can just be one quick snip every once in a while, that'll go a long way. Alright, so now we're going to go over nail trims for cats. Barb here has volunteered her time for this. So we'll start with restraint for cats. Sometimes the easiest way is simply to hold them kind of like this. So I'm holding her legs in my hands and just pressing her against me. And then whoever is cutting the nails could take each paw and then trim the nails that way. Another way, if you want to support them a little more, is to sit down. You can have her on your lap, kind of just making sure her legs are up for the person trimming the nails. Or we can put her on her side like we did for Sheriff earlier. So same idea, just put her on her side, and I'm just holding all of her legs in my fingers there. I just have my wrist over her neck and my arm over her hips just to keep her lying down like that. And then her paws are ready for the nail trim. So when you're trimming cat nails, they do have retractable claws, so you have to put some pressure on their toes in order to get the nail all the way out. So when you're zooming in on her paw here, I'm just going to put some pressure on her toe, and then you can see the nail. So cats most of the time have clear nails, and you can actually see the quick at the base. So all we need to do is cut off that hook of her nail, just like that. So we'll move along each toe, taking off just the hooks. Don't forget the dew claws, that's their little thumb here. We'll get that. And then you do all the paws that way, and that's how you trim a cat's nails. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful in some way. Again, there's a lot more details in the blog post, as well as some steps for helping a pet who may not like nail trims very much. So be sure to check that out. Thanks.